two men in connection with a shooting outside a Croydon nightclub. The two men were arrested in West London yesterday after armed officers fired plastic bullets at their car, forcing it to stop. The arrests come 4 days after a 27-year-old man was shot at the Atlantis nightclub in Croydon. Officers who gave chase were also fired at by a gunman.
Basically.
So you don't think these people deserve to be paid?
Well, what is money? Money's an asset that gets people what they want. If I'm giving them enjoyment, then they're getting something out of it, right?
Well, if money's an asset, then why was you showing the other day that you had £1,000 and you was giving it to your mama?
Because my mum needed it.
Yeah, but if it's just
I was going to give it to her anyway.
Yeah, but you didn't need to show the whole world.
I know I didn't need to,
If it's just an asset and no one cares about it, why did we need a whole video of you giving your mum £1,000?
Because why not?
But then you're contradicting yourself.
How?
Because you just said it doesn't matter, but then you wanted to show everyone that you had money or now you gained money to give to your mum. So if it doesn't mean anything, give your mum the money quietly and walk off. No one needs to see it.
But I do social media, so it just brings more views and more influence and more hate and more love. Love or hate, you're still going to watch me.
Well, this is the thing. This is what I'm not saying. I prefer people like yourself just to say, this is why I'm doing it, instead of I'm doing it because and make it this bigger thing, this, oh, it's a deeper meaning.
There is a deeper meaning. It's a very deeper meaning.
Okay, go on. Tell me what this deeper meaning is.
Deeper meaning.
Go on.
We'll progress further on.
No. I want to know what the deeper meaning is.
I knew ZEZE needed to interview in school this week because you know what? See, there's a stage, yeah, where I was feeling sorry for this youth. See, now he's sitting down with ZEZE. I'm starting to think this fucking dude's an idiot. Seriously, man. But, yeah, let's listen to the rest of this because this is interesting.
Well, this is the thing. This is what I'm not saying. I prefer people like yourself just to say, this is why I'm doing it, instead of I'm doing it because and make it this bigger thing, this, oh, it's a deeper meaning.
There is a deeper meaning. It's a very deeper meaning.
Okay, go on. Tell me what this deeper meaning is.
Deeper meaning.
Go on.
We'll progress further on.
I want to know what the deeper meaning is.
Thank you, ZEZE.
It's kind of like, it goes a bit like this. It's an open conversation. So, what's your deeper meaning?
Essentially, what I'm starting is like a big, we're calling it a civil rights movement, but we can't call it that. So essentially, it's a charity right now. It's starting off as a charity to help the youth, because the youth is the next generation.
Mm-hmm.
The youth is like a young man absorbing information, and whatever we give them, social media, real life, friends around them, everyone gets influenced. Their perspective of reality gets altered.
Right.
Do you understand that word? Perspective of reality.
Are you alright?
You see that? Trying to insult ZEZE intelligence. Come on, you dumb, asking dumb questions like that, man. It is like ZEZE now. And that's why I like watching ZEZE interview these people. Because you know, ZEZE, she comes across all fluffy and nice and that. And then she just put it in your place. That's what I watch her. And she don't really give a shit. Give a shit who you are. Do you know what I mean? She'll tell you exactly what you've known all the time, but no one ain't telling you. Yeah, let's get back to this interview.
It's a charity to help the youth, because the youth is the next generation.
Mm-hmm.
The youth is like a young man absorbing information, and whatever we give them, social media, real life, friends around them, everyone gets influenced. Their perspective of reality gets altered.
Right.
Do you understand that word? Perspective of reality.
Are you alright?
Am I alright? What do you mean, am I alright?
I'm 33 years old. I'm 34.
Okay.
Okay, let's go. Keep talking.
Okay, yeah, so their perspective of reality gets altered, innit, by social media, by other people, their friends, and I was like that, essentially. That's why I got to this point where I was mizzy, doing prank, walking into people's houses, stealing dogs, asking people if they want to die, doing stupid shit.
Okay, but so just so that people know, because even me, I saw a video yesterday that that your page posted of you going on the pitch at the Sidemen match, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, I was like, oh, you said you don't do pranks anymore. And then you was like, no, that was from last year. That's an old video. Now, a lot of people, like, we know how social media are, they'll see that and they'll assume it was recently or yesterday. So the world, as in like us, has become aware of mizzy, I would say, within the last like 3 months or 4 months maybe. You've kind of been maybe I don't. What
No,
would
the
you
world.
say?
Yeah, you can say the world because I've been doing so.
That's what I was getting at. So before that, you've actually been doing these pranks for the last however long.
Years and years and years.
So you've been doing pranks, but only recently you've ruffled everyone's feathers. So in your defense, you've been like this for however long. Okay, go on. So you've been doing this for a while. Go on, continue.
So obviously, essentially, that one video of walking into houses is what blew me up for everyone to know. And I regret that video. I don't have regrets in my life, but that's one video that should have never happened. Kids in the house, whatnot. That was a stupid video. But if I'd have never recorded that video, I would have never be here right now. No one would be interviewing me. I would have never been on Piers Morgan. So I believe everything happens for a reason. But I'm going off topic. So after we posted that video, I decided I had a plan when I was younger. It's called the social snowball effect. So I was gonna have so much videos, just build them up.
What age did you decide you want to do this?
Bro, probably about 14 I was, 14, 15. That's when I first took TikTok seriously.
What made you think I want to do this at 14?
Because social media, the internet is the biggest thing in the world now. Like to get any sort of job, any sort of thing, it connects to the internet. So if you have a platform, a social platform, some sort of social media presence, then you can always make money. You never have to work. Like, what is a job?
That point that he's trying to make is a good point. But you know what? I don't believe that was his point at the beginning. I think he's just stumbled into this situation. Do you know what I mean? And then there's people around him manipulating the situation. Do you know what I mean? But let's see if it works, innit?
Encouraging like young kids not to get quote unquote jobs that maybe help us in the world, you know, i.e. being doctors or lawyers or even just the day-to-day things that we need every day. Social media has now become the new thing I want to be. So that's how you felt at 14, that the only way you can make money was via social media.
No, that's not
the only way,
but the only way I, like me in my life, because I'm a creative person, I do creative things.
Okay,
and
cool.
working a normal society matrix job is not for me.
Okay, let's go on, sorry, continue.
That's essentially it.
Oh, so when you was 14, then you started...
Oh yeah, the social snowball effect.
Right.
So essentially, I wanted to build up like plethora of videos, old videos, prank videos, stupid, crazy, dangerous videos, build it up, and just put it in a folder. Yeah, and then when I blow up to the point where I was on the news and with that, like what happened recently, I was gonna send that folder to someone, and then just let it go from there. Let them post old videos, send it to everyone else, get them to post old videos, and it'll always be reposted, I'll always be talked about, and I never have to prank again. The media called me a prank star, they made me the biggest prank star, and I'm just going with it. I'll just keep on posting old videos and show.
But then you do realise people are going to get bored.
They can get bored.
Then what happens when they get bored?
Because already actual real life stuff.
Because already I can see, if I go on your Twitter, I can see that the engagement is less and less. Every post it gets less.
I don't care about Twitter. What's Twitter?
Yeah, but
I don't use Twitter.
So, but that's the same thing that's going to happen on TikTok. It's just going to get less and
TikTok
less.
is a clout draining app. You can post anything. I can post my face.
Yeah, but
get
after a while
100K
people
views.
get bored.
Yeah, they'll get bored and you always change it up.
Yeah, but they get bored of you. Because you'll become, they will. Okay, so you predicted.
That's what I'm saying. Everything this guy's doing is for clout. And he seemed very, 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 very upset just then that ZEZE suggested that everyone's going to get bored. I don't know why he wouldn't see that. But what it is, like I said, most of the things that he's saying is backwards. That's why I know. It's backwards. He's saying backwards because he's trying to catch up with his behavior, if you get what I'm saying. He's done something, got himself in a situation, sat down with some older guys. They told him this is how we need to handle it. So now when he's going up there, it seems like he's talking backwards and he's going back on himself for you to catch up with yourself. To catch up with the story that they've now given him to make this thing looks like it does work. If you get what I'm saying.
Because already I can see, if I go on your Twitter, I can see that the engagement is less and less. Every post it gets less.
I don't care about Twitter. What's Twitter?
Yeah, but
I don't use Twitter.
So, but that's the same thing that's going to happen on TikTok. It's just going to get less and less.
TikTok is a clout draining app. You can post anything. I can post my face.
Yeah, but
get
after a while
100K
people
views.
get bored.
Yeah, they'll get bored and you always change it up.
Yeah, but they get bored of you. Because you become, they will. Okay, so you predicted all of this, but what you didn't predict is that people are just going to keep getting bored. So unless in your folder, your pranks have got more ludicrous because you preempted this already, then fair enough. But all that's going to happen is people are going to know what you're about, know what to expect, get bored of it, and then move on to the next prankster. Then what happens?
But the thing about it is they're not, bro. People are so wrapped in this society. They're gonna see a video. They're gonna see a video of me, and they're still gonna hate on it. There's the whole love, hate or love. Comment. As soon as you comment, as soon as you watch it for 10, 20, 30 seconds, you're adding engagement. You're adding
Yeah,
to
but
the
how long do you
algorithm.
think that's going to last for?
However, I want it to last for.
So
I don't want to be doing social media for years. Once I get what I want out of it, have the plan executed, get the charity, the youth clubs, the adventures, plan everything, the music, everything, then I'll be chilling.
So the youth club, what's that about?
So when I was younger, I went to like an adventure youth club, Shakespeare Adventure, and that's what I grew up in. Like I managed to get connects and talk to people in the real world, not on my phone. I didn't have a phone back in the day. I was raised in the hood. I was raised in Hatton. I didn't have a phone until I was like 11, 12. So literally when I was going adventure and stuff, I was making connects, making friends, meeting new people in the real world, and it made me the person who I am now. Confident, can say anything, can move with anyone and do anything.
And that's what you kind of want to replicate?
For the youth. But in a good way, because obviously the youth clubs, they got shut down when I was like 11, 12, then that's when the social media, smartphones, TikTok, everything started coming in more. Adventures started getting shut down, youth clubs started getting shut down, young people are just outside with their phones, fighting, doing stupid stuff. And I was all a part of it, but I wasn't a part of it in that way.
Do you think young people still want to go to youth clubs though?
Yeah, but they have to have incentive to.
But what would the incentive? I'm genuinely asking now because I don't know, because of social media and stuff, and like you're saying...
You have to link social media to real life. So
how would you do it?
my plan is to get like a connect with all these different influencers. Like I know so much influencers, like big people, little people, whatever. I even have connections with the Tates, as you may have seen. So essentially, when I told them my plan more, they're gonna be on it because everyone wants to help the youth. Youth is the next generation. We have children. They're gonna grow up to be who we are. So essentially, what we're gonna do is with the youth club, we can renovate it, get nice state-of-the-art stuff, but we're gonna have like maybe an influence or maybe like a meet and greet. So young people will come more, fluctuate more, and then when they wanna have a chill spot, they can just come there.
The thing is, this sounds all really nice and stuff, yeah, but do you feel that the way you've gone about it, people are going to be able to take you seriously and believe that this is actually what you want? Like if I was a company and I heard this, I'd be like, that's amazing. But you as Mizzy, as Bakari, how am I going to know that you are okay to work with? You're not going to go off the rails. You're not going to one day decide that, you know, you just don't want to do this anymore. How can, because the behaviour that you're demonstrating now is not the behaviour that brands or people that would want to invest in something like this are ever going to want to work with.
Well, talk is cheap. You just see the execution. I'm just one person. I have a group of people. Like I don't have management or nothing. I do everything myself. I'm the face of all of this. But I have links, I have connections. I have other guys that do the writing behind, that don't have criminal records, that can do the legal stuff on the legal side. I'm just the face of it. I can chill. I literally.
But that's what I mean. You being the face of it is. I don't know. Do you think that's a good thing? The way how you come into this whole thing. Do you think brands are going to want to work with somebody like yourself?
100%. Brands already want to work with me.
What brands are these?
Don't worry. You'll see when it comes up.
So I mean like actual brands, not like your
actual
mates.
brands, not normal mates, not like actual.
They want to.
brands,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
What are they saying to you?
That they want to collab, they hear what I've been saying on like the TV interviews. I send them my website. So when they come with the TV interviews, I send them a website. So I've got a website where it details my plans in like full effect, basically.
Right.
And when I send them the website, they look at it and then they get back to me straight away because the website is serious, like it's serious. It goes to spiritual side, society side, combines them together with social media. 3 things in one. It's mad. It's actually crazy. Like I want some next level.
So how did you get into like spirituality?
Professor Skits.
Okay. To the people, explain to the people who that is.
He's my associate.
Okay. Professor Skits, that's your associate. Explain what does that mean in detail.
He's a puppeteer.
So, did you hear that, everyone? So he's telling us about Mr. Skits. He's a puppeteer. So, Mizzy, are you telling us that you're a puppet? I'm confused.
Pardon?
Pain is an illusion.
So wait, Professor Skits is this actual person?
Combines them together with social media. 3 things in one. It's mad. It's actually crazy. Like I want some next level.
So how did you get into like spirituality?
Professor Skits.
Okay. To the people, explain to the people who that is.
He's my associate.
Okay. Professor Skits, That's your associate. Explain, what does that mean in detail?
He's a puppeteer.
A puppeteer. So do people know who this person is? Because I'm not aware of the
Pain
professor.
is an illusion.
Pardon?
Pain is an illusion.
So wait, Professor Skits, is this actually a person that people are aware of?
Pain is an illusion.
Okay. He's a real person?
Pain is an illusion.
Okay, cool. And this is what his message is?
This guy's becoming annoying, man.
Okay, right. I'm going to Google this guy right now, actually, because I've never heard of this person. Professor Skits.
World's youngest CEO.
I'm going to have a look if this is actually...
If you're looking for Professor Skits, just search Skits.
I'm just going to look. Say again?
SK1TZ.
SK... Look, I'm showing my age now.
SK1TZ.
1TZ. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, he's like another TikTok person.
He's another TikTok-like person.
Right, okay. And this is your mate?
Professor Skits, my associate.
Okay, and when you say associate, what do you mean by this?
He's my business partner. We're like yin and yang.
Right, okay, right. And you two are spiritually aligned. How?
Don't worry, we just are. Like I said, we're like yin and yang.
Yeah, but then how? So he's the one that got you into spirituality.
Hold
So
on
before
a
that,
minute.
you wasn't really.
Let's go and see this Mr. Skits. Fuck's sake. Skits is fucking worse than him. But yeah, let's go.
Fully what it was or what I was doing.
Right.
Then he come along. I've known him for my whole life essentially since I was 8. So it's always been like a crossover between us. But until we fully took content seriously, which was like in the past 2-3 years, that's when we fully started experiencing with the spirituality side of this whole world.
And then what have you found? What's your findings so far?
I can't say.
What?
I really can't say that. You can't even do that to me. Let's move on.
No, why?
No. Big one thing.
I want to know your findings. Educate us now. We're sitting down here. We're having a conversation, grown-up conversation. I feel like I'm getting a bit of Bakari.
You're getting a bit of Bakari, but if I give you too much Bakari, that's when I get. Yeah?
Right. But this is what I mean. Like maybe if people understood, because to be honest with you, yeah, when I've watched you online, I can tell that you're definitely like a little rascal, 110%. But I also can tell you're quite endearing. There's something I can, like when I walked in the room, there was nothing about you that I felt was, are you channeling your spirituality now?
The guy clearly has no findings, people.
Did I say something that made you?
No. I just needed a moment, like physically, just myself.
Oh, why? Do you do that a lot?
Yeah, sometimes you gotta take a moment to just go back in life.
Oh, but it's not because I said something.
No,
triggering.
nothing.
Okay, cool.
Just me.
Cool. So I could tell that you look, but when I walked in the room, I could see that you're actually quiet. You're not what people
think I am.
They think you are online. You definitely are that, but you're not that. If that makes sense. Like you're not walking around being like all the time.
Yeah.
Right. Cool. So why did we have to do all of this? Like, why would you play into the narrative of what people think black boys are?
Why would you play the game? Racism was never going to be fixed in a sense. Like, if you think about it, like we had slavery and now we're in modern day slavery with our smartphones, and that's what it is. All these black people that come up, they use them to paint a picture. They have so many criminal stuff against them, or whatever they've done in the past, like when they was younger. Because we're all products of our environment, especially when you're black and young. You get put into a place. Some people make it out. I'm not saying everyone's the same, but some people, black people especially, because we just live in the trenches, innit? And it's harder to make it out. Like we have this look from other people, white gays, and all of this stuff.
Yeah, but do you not feel like you're feeding into the stereotypes?
Yeah, I am.
But why though? Because now, because of you, or maybe because of you, there's other young black boys that are not doing what you're doing, but.
So there's other young black boys that are stabbing up people. What am I doing? I'm just pranking people.
Of course there are, and I'm not saying that what you're doing is bad, worse than what they're doing. But what I'm saying is you're feeding into that narrative. You're feeding into the narrative that young black boys are destructive, that they have no manners, that they have no upbringing, that they're unruly. Do you know what I mean? You're feeding into all of these things.
Feeding into the narrative, but that's not my narrative. That's just the narrative.
You're helping the narrative.
I know.
Though.
That's why I dress up as a tramp. I do whatever. I do stupid stuff on the internet. Everything I post on the internet is me using my genius mind, my creative mindset to post something on the internet to give them what they want. But then when I give them what I want and I get the platform, I get up, then I flip the script.
But the youth that you want to help, right? There's a young boy on the roads or a young black boy that you want to help. right? Someone
Saying
else is now
he's got a means to it ends. I'm gonna be the bad guy because you like badness and you're not gonna celebrate me, you're gonna push me, you're gonna share me, you're gonna promote me. And then as soon as it comes to that, I'm gonna turn it around and tell you lot exactly the real message. The real message, which is not the fuckery that I'm trying to do.
Okay. Now, terrorizing, she sees another black boy. Can you stop, please?
Sorry.
Because it's not necessary. Because honestly,
I like looking at the camera.
Yeah, but I feel like this thing that you're doing is it to like throw people off?
Subliminals.
Yeah, I pulled him out there because that thing that he was doing was becoming very annoying, man. You're just making yourself look stupid, man. There's no need for that, man. No need. I suppose people can act weird to get clout, to get numbers, to get interest, but man knows you're not weird, bro. We know you're not weird. We know you're not this weirdo you're trying to be. See, ever since man saw that your bank, what's his name? What's his called again? What's his name? We just said it. What the guy was talking about? ST1, whatever it was. From the moment man seen him on camera, he's acting weird. You ain't been acting weird since the moment man seen you on camera. You're trying to turn weird. And furthermore, where he's hanging with you, Mizzy, that makes your guy not weird no more. We just know that he's pranking too. But you, all this weird thing, just coming out of no reason. Nah, we're not having that.
Right? Someone else has now watched a video of you terrorizing someone, who a white lady or whatever, gone online, seen you now, terrorizing. She sees another black boy. Can you stop, please?
Sorry.
Because it's not necessary. Because honestly,
I like looking at the camera.
Yeah, but I feel like this thing that you're doing is it to like throw people off?
Subliminals.
What you're communicating with your
mate?
mate?
Subliminals, yeah, a bit of both. So I subliminal to my mate, so you can be like, yeah. Then also the audience can be like, you can mad man, get caught. Yeah, but in the comments, chat and shit. I don't care.
But can I just say something? That's what I was saying to you earlier. Maybe you should think of a new thing to do because it's quite predictable now.
No, this is my thing.
So
it's never predictable.
Like
do you think I was gonna do that?
But when I saw it, I wasn't bothered by it. But that's not.
But I asked you a question. Yeah, do you think I was gonna do that?
No, but I wasn't bothered by it.
No, but you wasn't bothered by it. I know you wasn't bothered by it.
Yeah.
I didn't do it for you to be bothered by it.
Yeah, but they're not going to be bothered by it either.
Thrown off by it.
They're not going to be thrown.
I know but they are though. Because you're diverted onto something else. We were talking about that. I thought that I was going to go back to what we was talking about, but you decided to talk about what I was doing. Why?
Because it's dumb.
I know it's dumb, and that's why I done it.
Oh my gosh.
That's why you're laughing. Because like, bro, like exactly, but I'm playing the game for what it's worth, bro.
No, it's not.
It is.
Anyway, back to you giving young black boys a bad name. Whether or not your bigger plan is to save the youth, and I understand that, and I believe to somewhat that you have a passion for that, but do you not think that this is the wrong way to do it? And maybe instead of, now you've got the world's attention, instead of continuously releasing more pranks, maybe you should flip it and now do something else instead of still putting content out there that is, number one, quite influential to the young people. Because if somebody like yourself,
you know, she's got a point there. Like, how long are we going to be doing this for?
If you saw your 14-year-old self saw you now, do you think your 14-year-old self would be influenced by Mizzy? No. Or do you not think that you are
influenced by nobody? But
that's because you say you've got a strong mind. But there's other young, like you're saying, that
I'm not them. Like I can try the best. All I can do is plant and stealing people.
But then that's what I mean, Bakari. You're contradicting yourself.
I know I can contradict myself.
Because you're saying you want to help the youth, but then on the other hand, you're saying you don't care.
It's not that I don't care. It's about, if you can't be helped, then I don't care about helping you. Like, those who can be saved. Not everyone can be saved. Yeah, but you're not. You're just supposed to be building. You're supposed to be helped. If you say that the young people are influenced by social media, the platform that you have, instead of saying, if I can't help you, I can't help you, you're supposed to be giving them the tools so that they're not influenced by the social media. That's your passion, right? Mm. So then how can you say you don't care whether or not if they're not strong enough, they're not strong enough? I'm saying I don't care whether they take it or not. Like, I'm just one person in 7 billion people. Like, I could be talking nonsense to some people and talking the most facts in the world to other people. To me, it's just what I'm saying right now. It doesn't matter to some people. So how much have you built up in fines so far? How much have I built up in fines? Yeah. I've been, well, my legal history goes way further back than social media, so I can say a couple racks. So then so before social media, what's your...
Why is he looking like that? He said a couple racks. Fucking hell.
Yeah, let's not talk about that. Moving on.
Why not? We don't talk
Because I
about it.
live 2 lives. I live
Bakari.
multiple lives.
Bakari.
Bakari's live 2 lives, not even Mizzy. If I get social media, Bakari's live 2 lives.
Okay, so Bakari has had a lot of mishaps with the police. So do you use Mizzy as a way to block
See,
out
now
Bakari?
you're a bit less confused. Like, you're looking at me in the third person as Bakari.
Yeah,
Then you're
because,
like, do I use Mizzy? So
do you
who
use
are you
Mizzy?
talking to?
I'm talking to you, but you clearly like to Mizzy and Bakari because you said the same person that's within you. Both of them are within you right this second, right? So whoever I'm talking to in there, whoever wants to come out and talk, then we're fine here. But I'm saying, do you think Bakari is actually quite insecure
I'm not insecure about what?
about
He didn't like that.
about stuff that you've been through, maybe like your history with the police. You know, you said you don't have the best relationship with your dad. Maybe you don't have the best relationship. I don't know what the relationship with your mum is like right now. So do you feel like Bakari is probably quite, maybe, I'm not saying, but this is what I'm guessing, is maybe quite insecure, and we use Mizzy to kind
And
of
hurt.
as a facade?
No, I would say, let's break it like this. Mizzy is basically my personality in full effect.
And Bakari is what?
It's me. Just die down in the society version. That's why I'm just logical and
So
just
basically, it's basically like Sasha Fierce and Beyonce.
I don't know who those people are except for Beyonce, but yeah.
So Beyonce is Beyonce, then there was this alter ego called Sasha Fierce. So you say like Mizzy is your alter ego.
My alter ego, exactly, yeah, exactly that. My
Okay,
subconscious thoughts coming down into paper.
Right. What's the relationship with your mum right now?
Oh, me and my mum are good now. Like, I'm living back at the house. Me and her have sorted out our relationship, so I'm actually staying there. I don't even need to move out anymore. I was gonna move out as soon as I got back, but right now I'm just gonna pattern my streaming, like, staying there for a bit, and then I'll move.
And how does she feel about everything that's been happening? Because I know there was this thing that she had spoken to the press. You said she's never spoken to the press. But how does she feel about all of what's happening?
Well, obviously, she's not a fame person. She doesn't like clout. She doesn't like none of that. She just chills and does her own thing because she's a big woman, obviously. But to her, obviously, I had to explain to her in a way that like this can make us both out. Like, you don't have to live here anymore. You've lived here your whole life. Do you want to live here anymore? So I'm just trying to show her a bigger.
Do you really believe that what you're doing right now is gonna help you and your mum get
100%.
out of where you are?
100%. I could have got her out right now if I wanted to, but it's not like I need to sustain it.
Because I'm trying to feel like if there's just a level of delusion here.
I'm delusional, yeah.
because do you know, only now some people that are really, really successful have been able to get their parents out of whatever situation they were in. And you've been around for however long, and I know you're not making pee like that. I know for a fact.
I'm on benefits. I'm on university.
But I'm not even. That's not neither here nor there. But I know you're not making life-changing money right now to help your parents.
Like
your
I said,
mum.
I've lived 2 lives, innit?
No,
And
but
plus
what
the
I'm
social
saying-
media,
let me
I've made money.
Okay.
That's all you can say.
If
I've made
you,
money.
if
A lot
you,
of money.
that's fine. So if you've made money, then you shouldn't be doing all
What is
this.
money? What is money?
Money
I
is
do
a
it for my
concept.
entertainment.
It's
I do
a
it for my
concept.
entertainment.
So
and
what is
everything
it
else.
for entertainment or to help the youth? Which one?
Entertainment, help the youth, everything. What does the media do? They try to help world hunger. Money is an asset. Money is man-made. So if they really needed money to feed hunger or do this stuff, they could have done it.
Of course, we all know that, but,
So
but we all know that
It's
something
an
else. So
entertainment
then
game.
you're just as bad as them then.
I know I am.
So then what are you doing?
Outside.
That's it. That's exactly what you are.
Pathetic,
You're
look.
outside.
He's
So
in
the whole
court
point
now,
is
look.
the
Outside
whole
of
thing-
social
The script's ran out.
No, you're just outside.
That's what I'm saying. This is why I sent him to ZEZE, you know. This is why I sent him to ZEZE, because I told you. Oh, ZEZE MILLZ. You think your little collaborators and your little fucking script writers gonna fucking pull one over on ZEZE. Go ZEZE. Go ZEZE. It's your birthday. Go ZEZE.
Qozo,
Diaries.
Brixton, that's right, DJ Khaled.
Olympic booting, slap off the metal, then pass it to bro like relay. I got the 9 on me like Rondo, bro got 22 shots like C-Day. It's mad how gangs in love with the guap, you only get guap on your B-Day. It's mad how a man got hit with a dot, the gang ain't giving no leeway. This beef thing's way too easy, needs get away cause they're way too speedy. Really, sending needs, try do me, play me, I do him like what did Jeezy. think they're moving meaty. Nauseous, bro, bo's way too squeezy. In the bando, Joey and Phoebe. Can't let them do it like Shook did easy. Thinks he the plug, cause he whips up Yola. One hand on the mash, I swing it like a Nintendo Switch controller. My cat moves like he's got Ebola. He just folds like he's playing poker. Your cat said you're mediocre. Phone my line cause he knows you're a joker. I know they wanna see me locked in jail, the sharing cells with donuts.
That's fine. So if you've made money, then you shouldn't be doing all
What
this.
is money? What is money?
Money
I
is
do
a
it for my
concept.
entertainment. I do it for my entertainment.
So what is it for entertainment or to help the youth? Which one?
Entertainment, help the youth, everything. What does the media do? They try to help world hunger. Money is an asset. Money is man-made. So if they really needed money to feed hunger or do all this stuff, they could have done it.
Of course, we all know that, but,
So
but we all know that's
It's
something
an
else.
entertainment
So then
game.
you're just as bad as them then.
I know I am.
So then what are you doing?
I know I am.
You're just, that's it. That's exactly what you are. You're outside. So my whole point is this
Outside
whole thing.
of social boundaries.
No, you're just outside to cause havoc. You're not outside because you want to change the world.
I'm outside to cause havoc and to change the world.
You just want to have a, okay. So then what, so...
Just
your
after
mum
clout,
thinks
that's it.
you wanna
By
help
any
your
means
mum, but
necessary.
I don't think this is the right way to help your mum. And then you said you don't really talk to your dad at all. And that has that always been the situation?
Something like that. Obviously, I've spoken to him once or twice, but every time I speak to him, he asks for money, so he gets declined on.
So does he live in the UK?
He got deported to Jamaica when he was younger by my mum.
That's funny. That was funny. That your dad, your mum. Yeah, it was funny that your mum got your dad deported. That's funny.
Bro, my life is a very big story, innit? Yeah. So obviously, them man had their own little. I don't know the full story about that, but them man had their own little scuffle, and then she called them man the immigration people, and then they took him away. They just took him away, and I was like 2 at this time.
And does that make you upset with your mum?
No,
No?
my mum done what she had to do. He was a little hoe,
Okay. As in, like, he was just going...
just doing his thing, just going to multiple different jobs. How much kids he has?
How many kids does he have?
Multiple, over 20.
Wow.
Twins and everything. Like, yeah, it's all crazy. And obviously, you look at me like, how do you cope with all of this? But I'm just chilling. Like, this is my life, innit? At the end of the day, that's my dad's life. That's my mum's life. That's my mum
I
with
feel
my
like
dad.
how you cope with this is what you're doing now.
Yeah, just
It's
not
a
telling
mess.
about anything.
But that's what I mean. That's not you coping with it.
That's a coping mechanism.
It is, but it's not a good way. That's what I'm saying earlier.
In
Like,
your reality.
No, in life.
In the
Maybe.
reality.
No, because you live in the real world.
Okay, I know I live in the real world.
I understand. Maybe that's what I mean. Do you not want to like talk to somebody and maybe instead of doing all these things that you're doing at the moment, maybe you talk to someone and because even
She's
the way
schooling
you're
him.
talking about your dad and you're just so like it is what it is.
It is what it is, though. Here's like, I'm one person. I was born alone, I will die alone. That's how I see it.
Yeah, I understand that, but I feel like obviously that's a lot of trauma to go through. That's
For you, in your reality, that's not trauma to me.
But it is trauma because
In your reality.
of how you're acting now, what you're doing now, all the madness that you're doing right now, that's your trauma coming through. That's
Not necessarily, it's just me being a product of my upbringing, me being
Which
raised
is
in
your-
Stoke Newton, being
Right,
raised in
which is
Gloucester,
your-
not having...
Which is your trauma.
It is, kind of, but
it is. That's it. It's not
just
kind
me,
of.
it's life.
No, it's not.
It's not my trauma, it's my life.
It's your life that is trauma. That's
It's
what I'm
trauma
saying.
in your reality.
You just admitted earlier that it is a bit of trauma. Whether
No, I
or
didn't
not,
admit it, I just said it's life.
okay, which is not how your life.
My reality,
Okay,
in my
but
life.
what I'm trying to explain to you, yeah, is that all the things that you've been through is your life, but it's not normal, Bakari.
What's normal?
It's not normal for you to go
What is
through
normal?
Normal is for a child, you should have a level of stability, yeah? You should feel safe. You should feel like you've got an environment where you can thrive and you can do good in life.
I've always felt like that.
Okay, then that's...
Passing my GCSEs, I got an apprenticeship. I was perfect.
And
My
that's what
mum
I'm-
raised me fine. She was doing two parent roles.
I would agree with that, but I'm saying, and your mum's done the best job that she can do. As you get older,
But it wasn't good enough, clearly.
Or whatever, as you're younger, they come through in different ways. I've been through it. Loads of people have been through it. A lot of people that don't have their dad around or whatever, it comes through in different ways. What I'm saying to you is that the way you're acting,
Guy's easily led. You can look at his eyes, man.
An effect on you, but I would say the way you're acting now is a product, is the result of the environment that you've been in. Yes,
100%.
Right, so that's all I'm saying. So I'm saying,
If you worded it in that way, I would have agreed with you earlier.
okay, fair enough. Maybe I didn't word it how you understood it, but that's what I'm saying. So I'm saying, do you not feel like you should take a break, pause, and just go and maybe deal with those things. And I feel like your heart is in a good place. That I do feel like there's a level of care that you've seen in your environment, and you would like to change the reality or the outcome for other people that have been in your similar environment, right? But what I'm saying to you is how you're doing it. It's never, people are not gonna take to that. So you have to decide, what do you want more, to help the youth, or do you want to be
Or
this
clout.
you're gonna do? But how you're doing it,
I
you're
can do anything I want, essentially. I can do anything and everything I
you
want.
can, but then you're not gonna be able to necessarily help.
You can, but there's
That's not
consequences.
reality, that's what you think in your reality.
Okay. Well,
No, think about it like this. It's like, yeah, agree to disagree, but think about it like this. Because everyone has their own different perspectives on anything, on any sort of real life issue or anything. So you're saying that, thinking, oh, the way I'm going about it because of what I'm doing, you're thinking it's wrong. Someone else can say that's perfect. I've had people, when I told Andrew my idea, he was like, that's amazing.
Of course.
It's like, it's different. It's
What
different
rich
people.
Andrew are we talking about?
What Andrew do you think we're talking
Andrew Tate.
about? No, Andrew Francis.
What did you think he was going to say? Did you think he was going to be like, I don't think that's a good idea? Of course,
Or
he
if
thinks
he
it's amazing.
didn't think it was a good idea, he would have said that.
Yeah, but we're talking
He's a
about...
man of integrity.
Yeah,
And if he really, like, come on now, like, you've seen how he speaks. He's a man of integrity.
But what I'm
He
trying to
talks it,
say
keeps
to
it
you
real.
is you cannot compare yourself to Andrew Tate.
I'm not comparing myself. I
And
don't
you need
compare
to
myself
remember
anyone.
that Andrew Tate, although whoever he is, he's a very white-passing man. And the reality, your reality and his reality are not the same thing.
100%.
You need to remember that, okay? So all this Andrew Tate stuff, Andrew Tate and you are not the same.
I never said that not once.
I know, but so don't be listening
I don't
to him
compare
too tough.
myself to him. I don't listen to anybody. I just take what they say into consideration and use it for my own reality.
Okay, so what about your friend?
He said, Andrew. We know he means Tate. What are you saying? Andrew Tate is basically, you've had a conversation with Andrew Tate since you've been on the... I'm done with this, man. I'm done with all of this. I'm done with all this. It's just like manipulation of everybody and I'm done with it, man. I've had people hanging around me like that, man. These people out on the internet trying to just... It's dirty out there.
If I was to give off bad energy, like I don't care, bad boy, I'm going around stabbing people, that's bad energy. That's why people get scared. And that's why people get so scared of bad people, bro. It's the energy that people give off, bro. If you're thinking you're a bad man, you're a don, you're walking down the roads giving people this kind of look, you're giving off bad energy. And again, no one's going to want to be around your energy. Because everything's energy and vibrations of energy. The whole script. Like,
That sounds like a madness, because what you're doing is you're actually stopping people from coming near you, because not everyone is going to want to see you. Not everyone's going to see you. So people that see the negative energy and the vibe you're in, pattern you're in, they're not going to want to be with you. So already again, you contradicted yourself. Do you know what I mean? You've just been given a script and you're just trying to keep up with the script. I can see it.
They feel your good energy.
Yeah. And then it flips, the whole script gets flipped. Like, I've had some people come on and like, oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? Then I take a step back, calm down, and I'll be like, what are you doing? Do you know what I mean? Let's give it a calm conversation. Then they pause for a minute and they switch the whole narrative.
So earlier before we started filming, you said you're going to the studio later because you're going to be putting out music. So what type of music do you like? What's your thing?
So obviously I don't really listen to drill anymore because drill is just all repetitive and it's all the same, and you man just use the same, I'm going to stab this, or this girl's coming to mind, all of that nonsense. So what I'm going to do is...
So do you agree with me when I say that drill's a bit...
Yeah, 100%.
Told you, I guess what I'm saying, we've got...
Yeah, okay, you can say, no, we're not the same people. We're different.
Kinda,
No.
like we're both from Stoke Newton. Do you know about Besky Band?
Of course.
Hey, spud me, hey.
We're not the same people. We're not the same people, bro. We're not the same people, bro.
I knew he was
Just
going to
because there's
say
one
that.
little best
I
of
even
them.
sit myself out. I was like, I know he's good. If he did it, I would have thought that was out of character. I knew he was going to not spud me.
I know.
See, that's what I'm saying.
So,
You're
sometimes I have to be predictable. Sometimes I'll be.
So I told you, we're both from Hackney. We grew up in Stoke Newton. We're both from Jamaica. We're both dads not really that great in our lives. Then what did we just speak about just now?
Best kebabs.
No, best kebab. And then what else? What did you say that I used earlier? Then you said you use it all the time. Anomaly. See, that's what I'm saying. We've got loads of things.
Diversion technique.
Right. Okay. What was you saying? The music. Oh, and you drill is
The music. I see that. It's even. Oh, okay, no, we're not the same people.
basically. Go on.
You're getting me happy now. Stop.
See, look, yeah, smiling or giggling. There you go. Look, there you go. Is this like fully fledged Bakari that we've got now?
No.
There's like a quarter of Mizzy in there right now. Go on. Anyway, so you don't want to do drill. He's going back into character now, guys. Look, and
Action.
scene and go.
Okay, no. Drill. So yeah, I don't rate drill, but I've listened to any type of song. I was listening to Eminem yesterday. I listened to Tupac. I listened to so much different music. Drill, not drill, dancehall, like any type of pop, any type of music.
So what's your music gonna sound like?
Anything and everything. There could be even some drill songs because I have made drill. Like drill is there, it's sound. I don't rate drill, but like I'm appealing to the persona. So I might make a couple drill songs, but the songs for the youth is gonna be more messages, subliminal messages.
Okay.
Like I don't know if you heard my recent song "We Outside," but it's essentially like even that's a jokey TikTok song. Oh, we outside, but it symbolizes the whole movement.
Okay.
And the movement essentially is we outside, being outside of your inner self, not letting anyone tell you nothing. But obviously you can let people tell you something. Right. But it's like you can take it in. They can only plant a seed in your mind for you to flourish in your own way.
Okay.
So that's what we outside essentially means.
Okay then, and what if you could collab with anybody, who would it be? If you could collab with anybody, who would it be?
Speed. Like I don't care about people, innit? Like we're all just humans at the end of the day. But me and Speed relate on a different level because I just love Speed's energy, bro.
So Speed, and then who else? Just Speed?
No, that's many people. I have a whole list of people, but it's like that's just a collab. Like it's not like I don't look up to them or oh you're bigger than me. It's just a collab. Like it's me, my personality and your personality coincide together. Like I'm collabing with you right now. You could have been. I used to watch you when I was younger, so it's like it could have been a collab. When I was younger, 14, 15, 16.
First of all, you're making me sound really
old.
old.
You're old. You're almost double my age. Come on now.
This is very true. I am almost double your age. Like, how old are you? 18. I'm 34.
Now she's doing the maths and she's diverting. I already just said where it was. Yeah, you are. We know your age. You can search on the internet. Thank you.
Yeah, my age is not actually on the internet. Did you do?
Because we've done my research on you before I came here.
So what did you find out about me? Go and tell me.
Nothing that you need to know.
Ooh, I feel like
it's already on the internet, so like it's stuff that anyone can search ZEZE MILLZ and find it right now.
So what's my real name then?
I don't care about that. I'm sorry.
You didn't do your research?
I did do my research. I did do my research on your character, not who you are as a person.
And what's my character? Go and tell me.
Well, you just like to grill people, essentially.
But
you're like a black Piers Morgan, but a black female Piers Morgan.
Yeah, but I'm nicer than Piers
Morgan.
Yeah,
you're nicer. Yeah, you're nicer to get what you want, and then you destroy.
No, but I haven't. Have I destroyed?
No, because I've kept my own, innit? I've kept my own, so you can divert.
Then fine. I decided that there was no point of me. You've gone on all the programs where they've gone like this to you and tried to whatever. We've not got anywhere. We've not found out who Bakari is. We've not found out who Mizzy is, what Mizzy wants to happen or whatever. So what's the point? There was no point of me coming in here of the thingy. Or like, I still going to disagree with you. There's still things. I still feel like you're young, and I feel like there's definitely a level of confusion there. And
100%. No, I'm not saying that I know everything. I'm saying that I still have a lot to learn. I'm still growing.
Okay, and I feel like you should. I think not to sound patronising. I think you should definitely do some sort of like therapy. Do you believe in therapy?
No.
Why not?
Because how you get another person tell you like what's right and wrong?
They're not telling you.
But they are. You're telling them telling them your life, and then they're going to be like, oh, so I think you should, or you need to work on this, or you need to talk to your family. No, that's what they do, though. That's what they do.
No, you go into a nice space where people are not going to judge you.
Nice space where people are not going to judge you. That's what they all say. Like all of these things, they build a pic. Like you're laughing as well because you know it's true, bro. No. That's a nice space. They're going to come and sit down. They're going to. So tell me your life, and they're going to write it down.
No, and then you're going to be able to just talk. Sometimes when I've done therapy, it's just talking. I just go, they ask me, how do you feel? And I say, this is how I feel. And I know this person doesn't know me. So even though we've had a brilliant conversation, I've got preconceived ideas of you already. I've made my judgment. This other person, they don't know you. They're not going to know what you're about necessarily. And you're supposed to be able to just speak. Sometimes you just talk. And I feel like you need to get stuff off your chest. I feel like you've had an interesting childhood. You've had a tough childhood, and I think you should be able to talk about this, especially as a black man. You're not given the space to be able to be vulnerable. Even now, there's been moments, flashes of vulnerability, and then you've gone, no, I can't do that. So, even that, in society, you're not allowed to, you have to keep up a certain persona. And what I'm worried for you about is that you've created this persona that you feel like you might have to maintain. When you might not want to maintain it next week. You might want to be more whatever. And now you've created this whole persona that the world knows you by.
Well, I built my own narrative in my world, didn't it? Like, essentially, I even wrote half of my Wikipedia page. Like, I wrote my own narrative in my own life. So essentially, and that's what everyone does. Like, as soon as you are born, you build the narrative in your life. And every time you go to school or anything you do, it gets altered. It gets altered in some sort of way. They're telling you, they're teaching you what they've already learned from the internet or what the government, like well, even school is the biggest scam ever. And once I get more power or anything, yeah, school is definitely getting redefined.
Were you going to open your own school?
Yeah.
And what would your curriculum be?
It'll be the same sort of curriculum, but it'll be teaching things that people need to actually know when they leave school. Because I passed all my GCSEs, I got kicked out of 5 different schools. So I've been through the education system as like what it is. I've left school now and I've never not once used anything in school, except for probably like the essentials. Maybe I've used RE more than most of math than English.
Think you're a young person, do you think that the teachers just don't
That was the best thing he said. No sense. All episode. All episode. Yeah, you had a point there.
The same sort of curriculum, but it'll be teaching things that people need to actually know when they leave school. Because I passed all my GCSEs, I got kicked out of 5 different schools. So I've been through the education system as like what it is. I've left school now and I've never not once used anything in school, except for probably like the essentials. Maybe I've used RE more than most of math than English.
Since you're a young person, do you think that the teachers just don't know how to maybe handle people with, because you said earlier on that you got ADHD, right?
Yeah.
And so do you think that the educational system, teachers don't know how to, because obviously you're smart, you pass your GCSEs, it's not because you're not intelligent, but there's other things that need to,
It's like a support group, like the teacher, like the 28 people in the class, or however many people, and one teacher. So the teacher's going around doing the best that, like I would never doubt teachers. Like I would never like shame teachers, because teachers are doing their thing at the end of the day, and they're doing their job. They're doing whatever someone else has told them to do, and they're just saying it in the way that they're saying it to get people to learn. But they can only do so much. There's so many other people in the class that there might be a class clown, there might be a smart person or it might be a dumb person that they need to help more. Like there's so much different things that they're only one person, they can't do so much.
Yeah.
So it's mainly the curriculum. The curriculum is changing so that when the teacher actually wants to say what they want to say, they can say it in the right way.
Right.
And not filter, not, today we're learning this, or today we're learning, tomorrow we're learning that. And all of the stuff you're learning, you don't actually need. Like the main ones I would say is maths, RE, English, biology. Like the main 3 subjects that you do for your GCSEs, like the maths, English, and science. And then RE, and then anything else is just a shambles. Maybe even P as well, because educate like fitness.
Fitness and physical.
And maybe like, but even history, like we're living in the present right now. Like the history, past, present, and future is all right now. So it's essentially, what do we need to learn history for? You can learn history on your own accord with the internet. You don't need school to learn history.
I think it's interesting to listen to young people who are currently or who have recently been through, as you said, like the last time I had a history lesson, maybe it was over a decade ago, because I'm old, apparently, according to Gen Z.
You are. You're not old, but you're older than me, so you're
Even
old.
the way you did it, you are though.
Like when I say it like that, I don't mean you're old, because you're not old, but you're older than me, so you're old.
Whatever. Anyway, have you got any questions for me?
Do I have any questions for you? What's your plans for the future?
My plans for the future? Continue to do the ZEZE MILLZ show and speaking to interesting people like yourself.
Grow me a bit more, but he still likes me. But he's trying to grow me a bit more for a show. Then it got to the point where I've looked at her, and he's like, perfect opportunity to get onto him.
Right.
So now he's done that, he's got onto me, and that's why my mouth was open, because I was actually shocked. Like, because at the start he was calm with me. Then I realized, oh, this is media manipulation. So I've gone and I've just acted shocked like a kid. I've just had my mouth open doing something stupid. I could have responded to that and I've been like, okay. I could have continued that interview and I could have just shut him down with him shouting. Because she was even smiling. She was perfectly fine with whatever was going on. I got up and left because I felt like that made a bigger statement. And like you said, you was proud of me. I could have continued that on.
I mean, I don't know if she was proud of you.
Not proud, but you was like, you said what you said, and everyone heard what you said. So that,
it was a weird emotion, because it was like, although, yeah, there was the element where I was a bit like, good for you for standing up for yourself, and also good for you standing up in yourself in a way that didn't necessarily feed into the narrative of being, because you could have done other things that would have fed into the narrative. How long are you on tag for?
Oh yeah, I forgot I have that. I'm on tag for a year.
Oh gosh.
Oh gosh.
Was it worth it?
No, it wasn't even for social media. That's
What was that? That for something else?
My second life, yeah.
Okay, and so what's your social media platform status now? Because you're banned, right? Or you're back on?
Verified on Instagram, verified on Twitter, verified on Facebook, got Snapchat.
How are you verified on
I have a
Twitter?
Wikipedia page.
Could you pay for that on
No.
Twitter? You have to.
No, on Twitter, yeah. On Twitter, I got
took
Twitter Blue, but on Instagram, I didn't pay for it.
You're verified on Instagram?
Yes, sir.
How did that happen?
By applying for it, you can request verification and you have to use your Wikipedia articles, your news articles. Search Mizzy right now, I don't need to count.
But the reason why I think this is because it's like, I mean, I guess he's proving his point.
You're proving my point. Like, I'm playing the game.
There's man that are trying to get ticks right now that have not done half the fuckery that he's done, actually helping the community, like actually doing things. And Instagram is rejecting their shit on a daily basis. I know people. And here's Mizzy with a bloody blue tick, apparently. I haven't fact checked this yet.
No, let me just show you so you can confirm it, innit? Yeah. Because obviously.
See, is that my thing? Oh my god.
Oh my god. The TikTok terror as well. The name is the TikTok terror. Follow my TikTok terror.
I thought they took you off that.
They did, and I made a new account.
I hope they don't get rid
What's
of that.
taking me? I'm verified now, so it's going to be a lot harder for them to. And I follow community guidelines to try and get me down.
Did it feel like it was a long... Wait, have you got siblings?
Yeah, I have 2 sisters on my mom's side. Like I explained this on my dad's side.
Yeah.
On my mom's side, which is the serious side, got 2 sisters.
Older or younger?
Older. One's almost your age, but essentially your age. I think she's older than me. And then the other one's like 24.
And what does she feel? What do they feel?
Obviously, they support my grind. Like my sisters, like are there for me till the end, innit? And they just like they advise me, they're like, oh, some of these videos we can't be doing, like the houses or the taking the dog or other people gonna die. They're on my side, but they're like everyone else. Like you can't be doing certain things.
They're gonna support you because you're family.
Yeah.
They're not gonna they're not gonna throw you out to the wolves, but they're not impressed necessarily.
Like they wouldn't have went about the way that I went in it. If that not making any sense.
Well,
but they wouldn't have done what I done essentially.
Bakari, I mean, seen it, we've all seen it, food, whatever. I was more interested in you as a person, and that's always kind of been what the ZEZE MILLZ show is for.
But that's why I respect this interview, because I could have won like every interview I've been on, everyone just starts with the pranks, bro. That's how they.
Try to be good, because you've got a nice personality, you're endearing, and by the way, this is not America. America, you probably would have gone like this.
I would have been that.
No.
I would have grown like that, but I would have been like that.
When you walked into people's house, it would have been a curtains view. But if you survived the people's house, America embraced things like this because it's wild over there. We're too reserved, so find a good balance. Anyway, guys, thank you for tuning in. Like, subscribe, tell your friends, tell everybody. We had Mizzy in the building.
Your side.
Yeah, I just think I'm glad ZEZE interviewed him anyway. He was an alright interview, but I just feel like he's running with this style. Someone's got hold of him, they manipulated him, and he's running with it. But it's like ZEZE said also, how long is this gonna last? You know what I mean? Yeah, man, this is like a lot of it's to do with clout, because obviously that's what kids are after nowadays, isn't it? It's clout. Yeah, so it's, you know what? I hope he gets where he's planning on going, but I hope he gets there in the best way also. So yeah, it's a reaction video. We'll be having some more, a bit rough. Just started to do it lying down, waking up on a Monday morning. Peace.